This video is sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. Are you looking for that last card to complete your deck, or just to get the latest booster pack in town on TCGO? Well, they have everything. Use the coupon code ZAPLISTTCG and get 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CardsMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can get booster packs, even old school cards like this cool Mr. Mime over here. So be sure to check it out on CardsMarket.com. Last but certainly not least is going to be yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're able to create your own unique custom playmat. Get your own unique custom playmat right now by clicking the link in the description below or using the coupon code ZAPLISTTCG10YP and get 10% off your order when creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around on the commercials. I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. Today we're going to be combining some of the most powerful cards in the game, and that's going to be Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX featuring Galarian Moltres V. Big shout out to Rahul Reddy for actually providing the idea for a deck like this, and this is actually to answer a lot of you guys' questions like, you're playing Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX with Inteleon, what could go wrong? Well, at one point the opponent will be of course playing Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, and you're going to be losing instantly just because of the terrible weakness that it has. We no longer have Jirachi GX, which can help to protect our weakness, and this time around we have of course a counter card for that. It's going to be the cool Galarian Moltres V with the Direflame Wings. We're going to be talking about this deck profile, but first be sure to destroy the hell out of the like button if you enjoy what you see, because I'm posting daily Pokemon TCG content on this channel, and it does help out if you guys could actually take a couple of seconds of your time to do that if you're enjoying what you see. We already talked about a lot of budget decks. We talked about Regidrago, we've talked about Malamar, we've talked about the Siggiwai, so lots of budget options available, even Cinderace. And now we're actually going to go back to the tier 1 archetypes, and I think this is a tier 1 archetype just because I've tested this list and it actually runs very smoothly. Not only can you get back-to-back G-Max Rapid Flows off because of the cool ability of Galarian Moltres combined with the Energy Switch card, you're actually going to be able to one-hit KO Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, which is of course going to be a popular archetype post-rotation. So we're going to be checking out this list, and then if you have any questions, feel free to slap them down over at the comment section. Urshifu VMAX, you're going to be seeing that a lot. Mew from Unbroken Bonds has left the format in the post-rotation, and we're going to be seeing a lot of Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. This is going to be a nice attacker for 1 energy. If you moved from the bench to the active slot, slap 150 damage. And that's going to be very nice and sufficient to trying to get some damage counters across the board. You can 2-shot with the help of Inteleon, which is also in this list. And with the G-Max Rapid Flow, 120 damage to 2 of the opponent's Pokemon. It's going to be very solid. With of course the telescopic side, you can even put it to 150 damage to an opposing V Pokemon on the bench, or with the Passimian 180. So super scary numbers for sure. We're going to be running 3 copies of the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Then we're going to be running 3 copies of the Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Why are we not running more copies? I would love to add a 4th copy, but I couldn't find the room to actually get this counter card Galarian Moltres also thrown into this list with the necessary darkness energies and energy switches. So we're going to have to make do with 3 copies of Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Don't worry if you don't get it out on the first turn. You can also get Galarian Moltres out and start attacking with that on the early couple of turns. So don't worry about it in the slightest. We also have 4 quick balls to search them out, so it should. What could go wrong, right? Okay, next card is going to be Galarian Moltres V from Chilling Reign. Direflame Wings, once during your turn you're able to accelerate an energy card, a darkness energy from the discard pile, all the way to Galarian Moltres V. You cannot stack that, so only once during your turn, but that's all you're gonna need. If you're able to use Energy Switch and put it all the way into a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, you're gonna be getting a G-Max Rapid Flow off in 1 single turn. But not only that, if you can get this on the first turn and get an energy in the discard pile as well, you're going to be able to, of course, use the Aurora Burn the following turn, and that's going to be able to take care of threats like, for instance, Cricketune V, stuff like Crobat V, so a very solid attacker, but more importantly, the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX decks are actually going to be afraid of this card so much. So a very efficient backup attacker, and also takes care of your weakness. Then Inteleon, yeah, I'm here again with the Inteleons. Yeah, you've already seen the meme and the Zacian Inteleon list, but Inteleon is just a solid option in the post rotation. We no longer have the GX to just dig, find all the resources that we need. Now we can actually scout them out with Shady Dealings. Shady Dealings Inteleon, there's one copy of that in here, as well as 2 quick shooting. The quick shooting ability will allow you to slap 20 damage, actually 2 damage counters on one of the opponent's Pokemon if you activate it. This also stacks if you can get multiple out, and this also means that let's say you get 2 of them out, that the output of the Aurora Burn 190 could become 210, enough to one-shot V Pokemon that still need to evolve, or 230. It's going to be very crazy, and Shady Dealings being able to scout out the specific trainer cards is definitely going to be awesome, just because we're also playing a lot of one-offs in this list, and that's just because we're running an Inteleon engine. That means we can get the one-off Cheryl of the turn to heal off all damage from our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. We can, of course, get the Stadium card when we need to retreat. We can get the Telescopic Sight, so everything is scoutable with Shady Dealings. So 2 copies of the quick shooting and 1 copy of the Shady Dealings. Then 3 copies of Drizzle. As mentioned, you can be going for 4, but I actually I didn't want to cut any level balls because those help out early game, so instead I actually cut 1 Drizzle. I don't know if it's going to be coming to bite me in the end, but I think 3 copies of Drizzle is sufficient in this list to just get it going. And then to follow it up on top, there's 4 copies of the Sobble. Of course, Keep Calling is very strong in this list. If you are going to go second, you can also attach to the Sobble here. Don't worry about your energy turn Wasteman, because you can get it back with, of course, Energy Switch and the Direflame Wings ability. This Sobble with Keep Calling can get yourself Sobble, and Rapid Strike Urshifu V if you are not able to get a Rapid Strike Urshifu V on your first turn. So that's why there's only 3 copies of that, and then the Sobble gang is definitely gonna carry you if it doesn't work out. Alright, that's almost all the Pokemon. There's 2 tech cards in here. There's going to be the Pissimian as well as the Crobat V. The Pissimian is going to help out with damage output done to the opponent's bench V Pokemon. As mentioned, G-Max Rapid Flow could win itself games. This in combination with Telescopic Sight is super deadly, putting the damage output to bench V Pokemon to 180 damage, enough to KO stuff like Crobat V and Eldegoss V. And last but certainly not least is Crobat. At the times where you're bricking, you can always slap down a Crobat to draw yourself more cards. Maybe you're looking for that Darkness energy to put in the discard pile. Maybe you're looking for Rapid Strike energies in general. This is going to help you out quite a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're actually going to take our time to talk about the supporters in this list. Are you guys ready? Here we go. There's 4 copies of Research. Why are we focusing more on Research in this specific build of Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX? Well, just because we're going to need to get those Darkness energies in the discard pile, and what better way to do that than get a fresh hand of 7 cards with the Professor's Research. As a good side note, in the Celebration set coming out shortly, you're going to get a full art Professor's Oak Research. If you're more fan of that, be sure to update your Professor's Research. It's going to be so awesome. Professor Oak is busted. Anyhow, moving forward, there's going to be 2 copies of Marnie. Of course, Marnie, allowing you to disrupt the opponent's hand is definitely going to be a way you're going to be making sure the opponent doesn't have bazillion cards in hand. And it also gives yourself a fresh hand of 5, which is good. But I also put in 1 copy instead of a third Marnie. We're actually going to go for Bird Keeper, allowing you to switch your active with one of your bench Pokemon and also drawing 3 cards. Very solid in this list, just because we're running Stadium cards like, of course, the Tower of Waters to retreat ourselves back again. And we need to slide ourselves into the active position to go for Gale Trust. So I do love this split line here. 2 Marnie and 1 Bird Keeper. Okay, moving forward, there's still a couple of cards in here. There is the one-off Cheryl. This is actually a game-changing card, just because you can actually heal off an entire turn done damage onto your G-Max Rapid Flow fella, your Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. At one point, the opponent will probably like slap down like 200 damage or something. Maybe they do a Brave Blade or something. You can heal off an entire turn and strike back. Not only are you putting energies in your discard pile, you can use this after G-Max Rapid Flow, for instance, because you won't have any energies remaining. You can use this on a turn when you have a Darkness energy attached, so you can actually get it back with Direflame Wings and Energy Switch. I love the one-off Cheryl in here, and there's 2 copies of Bossasaurus as well, so you can gust up opponent's Pokemon. Very cool against Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. You only need to go after their Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAXs. You don't actually need to go after their Alcremie VMAXs because they have too much HP and they are bothersome. So 2 copies of Boss, and to finish out the supporter line, there's one-off Cheryl. Cheryl super busted in this list, ladies and gentlemen. Try it out for yourself. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about the item cards. There's going to be 4 copies of Quick Ball. We've already been here before, yeah, in this specific way. There's always like the Quick Balls, the level balls. I actually didn't want to step down from 4 level balls and went for 3 level balls and 4 Drizzle. I think this is way better just because level ball is also perfect on the early phase of the game to find yourself stuff like the Subbles. So there we go. Level Ball finds Drizzle as well as Subble. Quick Ball finds anything else except for Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. But of course, we have the Evolution Incense to make sure we can find that, crazy VMAX Pokemon in there. So they really need to make an Evolution Incense secret rare, don't they? It actually is standing out a little bit. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about Energy Switch. You don't see this very often, but Energy Switch is going to be necessary in here. Not only can you just, let's say you attach to a Subble, you just keep calling, you can get that energy to another Pokemon. Let's say the opponent's also playing a slower deck, you can do that. You also can use Energy Switches, of course, with the Direflame Wings ability. Galarian Moltres gets an energy to itself. You can use Energy Switch to get it to the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and then attach a Rapid Strike energy and boom, out of nowhere, one turn you have the G-Max Rapid Flow out of nowhere. Love this card. Energy Switch. Why don't we run more copies? The reason for that is that we also play an Inteleon line and the Inteleon will scout out the Energy Switch when it is necessary. Moving forward, there's a lot of one-offs in here. I think I have about 6 one-offs that I'm going to be talking about right now. So hopefully you guys won't mind. As mentioned, Drizzle and Shady Dealings are going to be the way you can find them on top of Crobat and Research. So here we go. The first one is Energy Search. Very basic, searching out an energy. You can get the Darkness energy, where you are able to put it in the discard pile with stuff like Quick Ball or Research. Or you can find, the Fighting type energy to just go for a Guiltrust. There's 1 Fighting energy in here. Moving forward, we're actually going to be making some room. Be sure to check out yourplaymat.com if you're interested to create your own unique custom playmat. This playmat is also very fantastic, and you can create one yourself by going to the website. Get 10% off your order right now by clicking the link in the description. Okay, with that being said, we're also going to be running 1 copy of the Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper gets rid of air balloons, gets rid of big charms, and that's going to be helping you out. And also, the more important factor why Tool Scrapper is in here is just to save yourself the Decidueye horrible matchup. You can go for Tool Scrapper, get rid of the big Parasol, and suddenly you're able to snipe with the quick shootings onto the stuff like the Decidueye. You can even attack with your Inteleons on the Decidueye for a single attachment, slapping 70 damage. And not only that, Mew from Unbroken Bonds is gone. That means that G-Max Rapid Flow can sometimes win you games like knocking out the Snorlax, knocking out the Rowlet. That's also sometimes how the games will go. Okay. Next up is going to be the Telescopic Sight. As mentioned, you'll need this in combination with the Passimian to slap 180 freaking damage on benched V Pokemon. This is going to be nice if you use G-Max Rapid Flow back to back with Telescopic Sight and Passimian. You can actually get KOs on 2 VMAXs instantly when they are on the bench. How do we get them on the bench? Yeah, we can use Escape Rope, so that's going to be helping you out quite a bit. And also getting out of the active position. I love playing Escape Rope because not a lot of opponents know which Pokemon to promote. Or am I promoting the right Pokemon? Who knows? That's something that happens sometimes. And I love the Escape Rope in here. Also, go check out Cards Market, by the way. It is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And moving forward, we're actually going to be running some more switch outs. We have the one-off switch and then the one-off air balloon as well. Look at that, there's a bazillion one-offs in this list. Isn't that funny? So the reason why we're having these one-offs is that we do have more switch outs, and that's with the Tower of Waters. Tower of Waters, if we have this up, our Rapid Strike Pokemon have, of course, 2 retreat costs less. So that means Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, Rapid Strike Urshifu V, as well as Inteleon. That is the Rapid Strike. All have free retreat, which helps out quite a bit to just promote a Pokemon with free retreat. The following turn, you just go for Gale Trust and bam, get some crazy KOs. And that's about it for the trainer cards. Now let's just talk about the energies. So, of course, 4 copies of the Rapid Strike energy will allow you to attack instantly with Rapid Strike Urshifu V going for Gale Trust. You can attack with the Inteleon against the Decidueye or maybe one prize matchups. And also, if you can get this off in combination with Direflame Wings and an energy switch, you're going to be doing some crazy stuff. So, yeah, it provides 2 energies. So, definitely going to be running 4 copies. Then 1 copy of the Fighting type energy. You might say, why are we only playing 1? The reason for that is that the Rapid Strike energies also provide the energies, and that's going to be fantastic. And last but certainly not least are the 4 copies of Darkness Energy. Yeah, also our last sponsor of the day is PokedownStore.com. Be sure to check them out. If you're looking for TCGO code cards, they have them up on stock right now. Go check out the website, use the code ZapDoseTCG for 5% off your next order. And yeah, get those codes while they're fresh, so you're able to, of course, play the game instantly when Evolving Skies drops. Alright, with that being said, let's continue with the 4 Darkness Energies, and which actually the last couple of cards in this specific list. So 4 copies of Darkness Energy makes this list complete. So hopefully you guys enjoyed another deck profile video. I know you guys like these more than the TCG online deck profile, so that's why I'm doing more of these. Although yeah, we're actually going to be opening up Evolving Skies booster box very shortly on the channel. Let me know if you guys are hyped for that. Hopefully we'll be able to pull some crazy alternate cards. I'm very very eagerly looking forward to that opening. Hopefully you guys are eager as well. So anyhow, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to destroy the hell out of the like button. Helps out a lot. Big shout out again to Rahul Reddy. Go check out his YouTube channel. He also has a YouTube channel and Twitter as well for, of course, playing and creating a list like this. We actually adapted a little bit. I think the only things we implemented here is like the Bird Keeper. I do love the Bird Keeper, adding in a 4th Research because I want to get those Darkness Energies in the discard pile as early as possible. And I think that's, also added in the Tool Scrapper. So a little tweaks here and there, but you can actually adapt the way as you like it. And this list doesn't have an auto loss against Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, which is super busted. Anyhow, hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's big booster box opening. I'm out. Peace.